Hi guys, good morning from London, or good afternoon I should say, just gone midday here. Relatively interesting morning. Brexit headlines are plenty, have sent the pound a fair bit lower, but we'll come on to shortly. And that did send risk lower a touch, only for a dip to be bought yet again. I had this trend line marked up on the S&P, which, after last month's incredible gains, had been just slowly grinding higher last week. So I was looking for a little pullback to come towards that S1 region. Didn't quite get there. We're now back on the pivot, which is really where the move lower started from. So keep a watch on 36.85. That really would be the line in the sand for me going forward. Gold, I'm really interested in getting long literally now, to be honest. I was waiting for the break back above 18.23.24. You can see we had a double top on the 25th and 27th of November. So yeah, now I'm really sort of looking to get in, stop below and looking to ride this higher. I think it's a good trade. Moving then to the pound, I mentioned that had been moving lower and is down just shy of 200 pips at the moment. The break really gave way around 134. Headline run by the Sun saw us push through. And importantly, at the moment, we are below some key support, or previous support, I should say. You can see all really from the 24th of November up to the 2nd of December, last Wednesday. Very nice level where people would have got long and happy to have stayed long. If we close below there, you just got to ask yourself the question, do we start pushing down to 132? Which on the daily chart offers a really key level perhaps to look in for a more medium-term long. At the moment, it's no deal possibility. We have to price that in. Ultimately, a deal is going to get done, so I'm still of the view this market can go higher. The way we close Friday, of course, doesn't look good. You can see these highs in play. That's the sort of post-election high that we reached. We rejected that. We've come back lower. 131 also looks good. 132, another good point to potentially look to get in. Ultimately, if there is further negative sentiment, I really see the sort of floor to this around 128, and that being a good opportunity here on the futures to get in. In the grand scheme of things, we are still up pretty high, and it is a very key resistance level. The euro did come a bit lower on these headlines, but again, after a strong week last week, is maybe due a bit of a pullback. The key level, the key line in the sand for me on the euro is literally where we're trading now. So I'll be keeping a close watch on that. If we can break above 121.17, then this market for me goes back to the high of the day. At the moment, it's holding there firmly as resistance. If people were short, you'd feel pretty comfortable on that as well. Nice trend line there from some of the highs on Friday. Quick look over at the Nasdaq, which in correlation with other markets did come lower, only to rebound, and you can see a really nice level of support on Friday, held well today as the low of that day. Trend line from the high, probably not worth having on. Volume just filtering out a touch, but line in the sand for the Nasdaq. You can see fairly well respected as a resistance point Friday. Support this morning. Resistance again once that broke through. 12,528 would be the level I'd be keeping a watch on. A break above that, you've got to imagine it's going to go back to that high. Anyway, guys, hope you all have a great session and a great week ahead.